You don't know.
Know about what?
The Harris County Massacre.
What's that exactly?
Evil.
Officer Jordan reporting for duty.
Not only did you remind the man of the worst night of his life, but the worst night in the history of this county.
I just heard from a cop friend of mine. Says they got a girl gone missing from town. Snatched out of her own home.
On Christmas Eve.
Oh, the guy, you said he whispered something. What was it?
Ho, 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 Merry Christmas.
You and me are gonna trek 15, 20 miles through the woods with a killer chasing us down? If I'm not back in 5 minutes, run.
Get out of here as fast as you can. He's gonna come back for his gift. This time I'll be waiting.
No one's gonna die.
Let's dance.
He's on the roof!
Merry Christmas.
I'm explaining a film from 2020 titled Slade. Spoilers ahead. Enjoy the content. The film starts with a killer who had badly beaten 2 girls. Those girls were saying to killer, "Spare us, please let us go." He terrifies them by holding out a knife. Then he uses that knife to cut a girl's tummy. Then he forces her to consume her own intestines. When the other girl sees it, she becomes terrified. She begins to yell. We can see the assassin here. He was a Santa assassin. The murderer then moves on to another female. He whispers "Merry Christmas" into her ear.
Merry Christmas.
That murderer then pulls out a chainsaw. He begins to cut that girl. Following that, we are shown the scene after 5 years. That was the same location where the event occurred. A man was hired to take care of that place. His name was Crandall. There was also a manager of that water plant. Her name was Nicole. Nicole was talking to a customer on a phone call. Nicole was telling the customer that there will be no murder this time on Christmas. So don't take tension, stay calm. Nicole was an aggressive and proud lady. She does not talk to anyone frankly. After it, Nicole receives the call from her husband. Nicole misbehaves with her husband. She fights with him. Because Nicole's husband was saying that "I will beat your security guard." Because she spent so much time with him. Nicole's spouse says "I'm just dropping by your workplace. I'm going to teach that security guard a lesson." Nicole attacks her spouse after hearing it. She wishes him ill. Nicole then goes to Crandall to smoke with him. Nicole informs Crandall that the government wishes to acquire this property. We will lose our jobs as a result of it. Crandall, on the other hand, was ignoring Nicole. Because he was preoccupied with something else. He was thinking back on that night. When that Santa killer murdered those girls in Crandall's presence. Following that, we see a male. He comes to the office of that water plant. Nicole asks that man that "Who are you? And why you come here?" On it, that man says that "Your security guard is not well. That's why for today's duty he has sent me." Then Nicole asks him that why didn't that security guard informed me through a call. On it, that man tells that actually, your security guard wants to spend time with his family. That's why he will not call anyone and will not pick anyone's call. Hearing it, Nicole talks to him badly. She makes him understand all his duties. Nicole informs him that she is leaving for important job. So don't make a mistake. Nothing should go wrong here. Nicole walks away from there after saying that. Jordan was the name of the security guy who came here. Crandall was looking about. Because he was having a bad sensation there. The security guy then changes his attire and begins investigating the area. Jordan, meantime, meets with Crandall. He advises him to remain vigilant today. Because I believe many killings will occur here today. He says that you should stay in the office. Because there is a risk for everyone's life. When Jordan goes inside the office, Nicole's husband arrives there in anger. He starts searching for Nicole. Nicole's husband starts threatening Jordan in anger. He asks him to tell me where is my wife gone. On it, Jordan tells him that she is gone outside for an urgent piece of work. Nicole's husband asks him that are you the security guard? On it, Jordan says that no, I am not that security guard. I am here to do job in place of him. Nicole's husband departs after hearing this. And he continues from there. Nicole's husband was outdoors when he heard a girl's voice yelling. When Nicole's husband pushes forward while listening for that voice, someone comes at him with an axe. As a result, he begins to bleed. Then Nicole's spouse passes away. Following that, we are shown a female. Her house is kidnapped by the Santa murderer. Crandall was telling Jordan that I had gotten information from the cops. A girl has gone missing in the city. Crandall believes the perpetrator who murdered 2 girls in the same spot 5 years ago did this. Then Crandall fills bullets in his gun. To compete and fight with that killer. Because he knows that if that Santa killer had kidnapped that girl, he will bring that girl here. Then at night, Jordan goes to the car to bring his book. There Crandall tries to make Jordan understand that it is dangerous for us to stay outside. So don't come outside again and stay inside. Then they hear the shouting voice of a girl. They follow the voice and runs towards the voice. Meanwhile, Jordan finds a girl. That girl was terrified. That girl informs him that the Santa murderer abducted me from my home. That murderer has also imprisoned a guy. He's brought that man with him. That assassin will arrive shortly. We should proceed from here. Jordan then makes that girl calm by telling her that we would not let anything happen to her. Meanwhile, they are listening to a voice from the ocean. Crandall dashes towards the water to investigate. Crandall then discovers a severed hand in the water. He removes his hand from the water. They get scared after seeing it. Jordan asks that girl that how does that killer look? That girl tells that killer came in the costume of Santa Claus. Crandall tells them that we have to hide in the office to save our lives as soon as possible. Otherwise, that killer makes us our prey and will kill us. So they do the same. They move into the office and hide. Crandall asks Jordan to take care of that girl. I will go outside to search for that killer. Then after some time, Crandall comes there. He asks them to run from there. Jordan takes off with that female after hearing it. The front main gate, however, was locked. Jordan notices it and informs the girl that we must return to the office to obtain the key. So that they might escape through the main gate. They have an impact outside of the office. Jordan enters the office to obtain the key. Crandall discovers Nicole, who is tied, while seeking that location. Crandall had an epiphany while seeing Nicole. He believes I should utilize Nicole to apprehend the murderer. So, if that killer comes there when Nicole is present, Crandall can kill him. Crandall also tells this to Nicole. He hides outside the room and waits for the killer to come. When that girl was alone in the car, she sees an injured man in front of the car. He was coming towards her. Jordan finds the key to the gate and he again comes into the car. That girl tells Jordan that I have seen an injured man here. He suddenly disappeared. Hearing it, Jordan says that if that man is injured he must be in trouble. We should help him. They both go from there to look for and assist the injured guy. While looking for that man, they come across Nicole's husband's dead body. They are terrified after viewing the dead body. That girl informs Jordan, no, that is not the man I see. That is why people get concerned. Crandall, on the other hand, had been waiting for that killer for a long time. But the assassin hadn't arrived yet. After getting inside, Crandall releases Nicole. They intend to flee after that. When Jordan started the automobile, it did not start. That's why by foot they go to the main gate and try to open it. Meanwhile, they hear the shouting voice of a man. Leaving the girl alone, Jordan moves toward the source of the voice. When Nicole and Crandall were running from there, Nicole sees that killer. Nicole gets scared after seeing that killer. Nicole comes outside and she finds Jordan near a dead body. Nicole tells Jordan that he is our old security guard and you killed him. Jordan says, look, try to understand, I didn't kill him. Jordan tells Nicole that I come here while listening to his voice. He was dead when I arrived. Nicole, on the other hand, was hesitant to believe in him. That's why she attacks Jordan and then flees. That murderer is holding that girl on the opposite side. He was lifting her and bringing her with him. That Santa murderer is linked to that girl. He tortures her after binding her. That girl is in anguish as a result of it. The Santa murderer then pulls a drill from his backpack. He uses the drill equipment to bore a hole in that girl's body. That girl begins to scream as a result of her suffering. Crandall goes after hearing that girl's voice. He attempts to free her. But then that killer shoots an arrow from distance. That stabs into that girl's mouth and she dies there. When Nicole was running, Jordan holds her. He takes Nicole with him to a place. Jordan ties Nicole. Jordan says to Nicole that you are an aggressive and proud lady. Who doesn't listen to anyone? You misbehaved with me. I will give you punishment for this. Jordan also tells her that I am not a guard. I am an actor and I am here to fulfill my purpose. Hearing it, Nicole gets surprised. She requests him to leave her. But Jordan ignores Nicole. He drags her outdoors and binds her down. When Crandall notices Nicole is bound, he goes forward to free her. But then the assassin arrives. He murders Nicole by severing her neck. Crandall pursues the assassin. He brandishes a pistol at him. Crandall was going to execute the assassin. Meanwhile, someone assaults Crandall and causes him to pass out. Crandall is bound when he returns to his senses. Jordan then appears in front of Crandall. He informs him that I am not a security guard. He claims that I am the Santa killer's twin brother, whom you dismissed in the previous 5 years. Actually, before 5 years, when that Santa killer was torturing those girls. Then Crandall shot that killer from the backside. Due to which the Santa killer got injured and ran from there. Then it takes 5 years to heal that Santa killer. They both brothers make a plan to take revenge on Crandall. Hearing it, Crandall asks Jordan, please kill me soon. On it, Jordan says, no, never, we can't give you an easy death. My brother has planned something else for you. He will kill you while giving you pain. Meanwhile, that Santa killer arrives there. He begins to torture Crandall. Jordan then goes outdoors to await Crandall's demise. Crandall, on the other hand, clutches that Santa killer with the assistance of his legs. Crandall injures the Santa murderer, frees himself, and goes outdoors. Crandall runs into Jordan, who is standing outside. Crandall fires a rifle at Jordan. Crandall was thinking about how those brothers were no longer alive. But then the Santa murderer appears. He stabs Crandall in the stomach and kills him. Crandall trims that Santa killer's beard as he dies. As a result, he discovers that they are twin brothers. That's all the recap. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to give a like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Your support would be appreciated. I hope to see you next time.